Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Stay.
And I'm Steve Stay.
And this is Coloring Bliss. And today, we are going to start a giveaway. I'm just diving right in. Look at this. The full set of Holbein Artists Colored Pencils. We want to give it away to one of you. We're going to talk about this giveaway. We're going to talk about Holbein pencils in general. I've been working with them for about 3 months now, and I want to give you my final or my really cool impressions on these beautiful pencils. So if there's nothing else you do today, we need you to go and enter for a chance to win this full set of Holbein color pencils. We're really excited about it. So Steve, you've been working with the pencils a little bit too. What are your impressions?
They're very soft. They're nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a colored pencil connoisseur or anything.
No.
I don't really color a whole lot, but the little bit that I do, I really like them.
Good. Okay. So let's get started talking about Holbein pencils. So this is my box here, and I unboxed this on our channel back on February 1st of 2023. So if you'd like to see my first impressions, the way they were packed, the first set of swatching, all of that, that is on that video. So since then, I've been keeping my full set of pencils in this case here. And I'll put a link to this case in case you're interested. And it has been a good case. I said that in February that I wasn't sure if I liked this case or not. What I love about it is that it can hold so many pencils. It holds over 200 pencils, so it's perfect for a big set like this of 150 pencils. I can organize them into different categories and have them ready for me to grab. There's even blank spaces where I can line up pencils I'm using and the current coloring page. So yes, I do like this case, so I'll put a link to that in the video description. Now, what do I feel about the pencils after coloring with them for 3 months? I have to say I'm kind of loving them. I haven't even wanted to reach for my Prismacolors.
Really?
Which is huge. I am a Prismacolor girl. Almost every set of pencils I use, I kind of compare them to Prismacolor, and I kind of am really liking the Holbein pencils, which I don't like because they are quite pricey. Let's talk about price, and if you want to try the Holbeins, how I would suggest you do that. Now hold on, Jennifer, before you get into those beautiful Holbein pencils, let's talk about some free coloring pages that we have available for you. These two right here, I highly recommend you come and get it. This one's one of my favorites that I've drawn ever. It's just so cute and really charming and lots of fun details to color. And of course, this one just makes me feel all warm inside because we drew it for one of my nieces. So some very fun free coloring pages. Follow the link in the video description. Now, if you'd like to support us with Coloring Bliss and help us keep making content like this, then I recommend you join us at least the $5 membership level, because you get access to hundreds of coloring pages like these that were drawn by some of our Bliss illustrators. Aren't they just charming? And then right
I love
here,
her style.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Very pretty, elegant, I would say. Yeah. And then here's another one of our illustrators that created some art for us for Mother's Day. Very fun. Look at all of the little details. Oh, the little duck diving down and under.
That's cute.
So if you'd like access to hundreds of coloring pages like these, then come on over to Coloring Bliss, become a $5 member, and enjoy them. Download them, print them, color them, love them, all that good stuff. All right, let's go back to Jennifer and the Holbein pencils. Investing in the Holbeins is going to take some money, so there's different ways to do it. The way I did it was I started with a little 12-piece set. Now they have several different 12-piece sets you can look at, and they come in at about $41. One of them is all pastel tones, and then the other one was a basic tone set. So this is where I began, and I began because everybody told me I needed to try the Holbeins, and so that's why I have these little tins here. These are now duplicates of what came in my big set. So after I spent some time with the pencils and discovered that I liked them and that there was enough of you that liked them, I decided to invest in the big boy and get the big full set because I knew I was really enjoying them. And I must say, now that I have the full set, I'm enjoying them even more. So there's another way that I would recommend that you look at investing in the Holbeins, and that's through open stock. If you don't know what that phrase means, it means you can buy one pencil at a time instead of buying even a small 12 set or 24. You can buy just one at a time. And right now, currently here in the US on dickblick.com, the Holbein pencils are open stock, available for $4.25 a pencil. That is pricey. Now, in general, I shoot for more like a $2 pencil, so this is double the cost. You will spend less money per pencil if you buy a set, but if you want to try some pencils and see if you like the set before doing that, then you could also try buying the 36 that we recommend. And we're going to talk about what we've been doing to get the pencils all organized for you, the free resources we have for you for helping you get your pencils organized if you own the Holbeins. But a way you can use that system if you don't purchase the whole set is to buy just the main 36 pencils that we recommend in the big Holbein set. So you could do that open stock. Let's see, 36 times $4 is still going to be a lot of money. We're talking over $100 to try that 36 set. But I'm not trying to justify their prices here. It is what it is. Holbeins are expensive, and if you want to try them, you want to save up for them because they are amazing. And like I said, I'm kind of becoming a Holbein girl.
Really?
Yeah.
That really surprises me.
Well, I haven't colored with my Prismacolor since I started coloring with the Holbein, so I'd like to go back to Prismacolor now, see how I feel about them. Okay, so let me talk some more with you about how to enjoy and use the Holbein pencils and my impressions since I've been coloring with them for about 3 months now. So I've already alluded to how much I am loving the Holbein pencils, but there are a couple things that I don't like about them. So let's talk about that real quick. And let me show you in my case here. One of the things I don't love about these pencils is the metallic writing, and it's bugging me more and more the more I use the pencils.
That was so hard to read when we were working on the order and the tritones and stuff.
It's really difficult to read, but the numbers are in a bigger font, so that is helpful. Although there have been a few pencils where the number was sort of smudged when it was printed, so that made it hard to read it.
The names we almost got wrong too because the names of the pencils were smudged.
Yeah, the color names. Some of them were a little bit smudged, or because they're using metallic plus a smaller font, it was hard to tell whether it was a T or an I or an L. So sometimes it was really tricky. So that's one thing I really don't like. And if we do a head-to-head with Prismacolor, even though Prismacolor isn't as pretty of a pencil, I mean, look how pretty this pencil is. It's easier to read and easier to use. So that's one thing I don't like about them. Another thing I haven't enjoyed about them is as I was swatching and sharpening and working with them, they're a little on the crumbly side, which is weird because I would say that Holbeins feel to me like a cross between Prismacolor and Polychromos pencils. There's somewhere, a sweet spot somewhere in the middle. So I always say Prismacolor pencils feel very creamy, and Polychromos, which are a Faber-Castell pencil, they feel very like buttery, very slick and buttery. These ones are somewhere in between. But they do have a crumbling issue, which bugs me. When you sharpen it up and you start coloring and there are crumbs, and crumbs can contaminate other colors on your coloring page, so it's something to be aware of. But those are really the only two things I don't like about these pencils. So that's pretty good. I mean, they sharpen beautifully, and I've sharpened them with hand sharpeners, my really good comb, but I've also sharpened all of them now have gone through my electric sharpener, and they have all, except one, I had one that the tip broke, but other than that, all of them have sharpened perfectly in an electric sharpener, which Prismacolor, I always hesitate to put them through an electric sharpener. So that's pretty cool. Now, part of my testing of the Holbein pencils over the last 3 months has been working here in this Chibi Bliss book. This one, I'll put a link to it in case you're interested in getting this book for yourself. I have it printed on tan paper, which the Holbeins have been just beautiful on there. This is Prismacolor right here. But right here, this is where the Holbein pencils start. So I wanted you to see how good the grays are working, how good the blends are looking. I just have been so pleased with them. In this one, I did just Holbeins. I didn't add anything like odorless mineral spirits or blending pencils. This was just the Holbeins. And then on this one here, I did some paraffin oil. Now, we've talked a few videos ago about blending with paraffin oil, and it works like a dream. All you really need is the oil and a blending stick. This worked really good to spread and blend with. And look how beautiful. I mean, the blends are beautiful. Her hair is glowing. Look at the highlight I was able to get using that soft white color pencil. This is just a really good example of the beautiful blends that the Holbein pencils do with a little bit of help with the unscented paraffin oil. If you want to learn about that, check out that video because this is a really good trick to use. Now here is another Holbein pencil coloring page that I did, and it is just so pretty. Look at the blends I got on the red plume on the top of his hat. I just love it. I really worked hard to let the tan paper glow up through the color pencils in certain areas, and then on the main character here, I really spent a lot of time and got his beautiful blends on his skin and his hair and his armor. I just think his armor looks shiny and beautiful. And then this is the last example I have for you. This one I added some white Posca paint pen to get the highlights. I love the shading I got on her. I love how her dress looks like it's glowing and it's white and vibrant and bright. So pretty. I did use a little gel pen on this one as well, just to give some circles and some more details in on her background.
I really like that one.
I love, especially the white dress just pops on
her hair.
the tan.
I love her hair.
Yeah, so much fun. So this book has been a lot of fun, and I have to say I'm not bored. I'm ready to color more with the Holbeins in this book. So that's cool to me that I haven't gotten bored of it yet. One of the things we do here at Coloring Bliss to help understand a new color pencil set is we go through and we organize the entire set according to the artist's color wheel. And that was a huge process. We worked days on this to get it to look really good and be in an order that is helpful to you. When we got these pencils, they came in 3 trays and they were organized in an interesting way. So let me show you how Holbein organized their pencils. That's this one way back here. This was tray 1, and you can see it's nice, bright, happy, basic colors here on the tray 1. And then tray 2 was sort of a moody, more earth landscapes and grays, and the metallics were mixed in here on tray 2. And then tray 3, look how beautiful tray 3 is, was all these beautiful pastels, and then bam, the fluorescents, which they call the luminous, yeah. Is that right? Luminous pencils down here. So I liked the way it was organized.
Yeah, that's a cool way to, at least there's some thought behind it.
Yeah, they actually did something interesting with their trays. But for me, I like my colored pencils organized by the artist color wheel so that I can, if I'm coloring some pumpkins, I can come into this red, orange, yellow-orange section in my color pencil book and find all those colors that I am looking for, and I can pick my colors quite quickly that way. Rather than there's an orange here, there's some oranges here on tray 2, and some oranges here on tray 3. Yeah. So it's a little cumbersome to have them organized this way. So what Steve and I did is we went through, I think we sorted 4 times this time. It took us a lot. This was the first sort. It's hard to see because of this, I'm sorry. But this was first sort and then second sort. I'll just thumb through all this so you can see all the work that we put in for the first 2 sorts. And then after the first 2 sorts, we do this fancy way of sorting, which starts over here and goes through the color wheel all the way around, and we kind of get an idea for what they all landed in after the first 2 sorts. So this was sort 3, and then we took them after they were sorted here and swatched them all out so that we could see what they look like in rows, and then we resorted them again, and then they go into here where we put little swatches on the edges so that we could hold them up. And you know, these colors here have a lot of gray in them, so where do they belong and how do you get them sorted in? And so here is sort 4. So long story short, it takes us a long time to get to this point right here, which is a free chart for anyone who is collecting the Holbein pencils. Follow the link and you can now have our final sort according to the Artist Color Wheel, the Coloring Bliss order. That's what this is. So this page here has all 150. It only has the numbers, but thank heavens it has the numbers so that you can go through and quickly sort them and swatch them and see them all. Or you can get this version, which is I think 4 pages. Nope. 5 pages long, and it has a bigger square, plus it has their name and number of every color in the set, and you can go through and do like I did and swatch them and see them all beautifully lined up. Here comes the luminous pencils and metallic pencils. Then we get into the grays, and they have 2 blacks and 2 whites. So awesome. Such a good set. So after spending so much time with the pencils, getting them organized, we had a couple interesting impressions. So let's talk about an area in the Holbein pencils that they have way too many colors. So when we were sorting, we discovered that in the red violets, they have a lot of red violets, which I'm okay with. I am a purple girl. Maybe that's another reason why I'm liking the Holbein pencils, because in the red violet area, there was a lot to choose from.
There's so few violets.
Yeah. Then you get into violet, and there was just like 4 or 5 of little violets. So I wish they had shifted that a little bit. The other place we ran into some issues is in the greens. Now they have some beautiful yellow greens, which I am a yellow-green girl. I love yellow-green. It looks so good with purple, and you can color leaves all day long in yellow-green. So I love yellow-green, but they were sort of lacking in green.
Right. They have a lot of blue greens, which is we love.
We love our blue greens. So those were really the only 2 areas that I felt like we got a little jip. Maybe yellow. Yeah. But yellow is always a problem. I don't know if we have a set of color pencils where we feel like, wow, we have enough yellow to do everything we want to do. So yellow seems to be a problem with color pencils in general, but at least they have some good yellows up here. So the next thing we did, once we got all of the order put together and everything beautiful in that department, we wanted to put together our tritones. And what we do for that is we select 3 colors for every color on this artist color wheel right here. A light, medium, and a dark. And we use both sides of the color wheel to help guide us as we come up with a good light, medium, and dark. And now we have that. And here it is. And what it shows, and I'm going to color it up for you here in just a minute so you can see all full of color. But we have a color yellow, yellow, green, green, every color of the color wheel here, 3 colors picked for each color, and then a place where you can test that combination. So that's all here. I'm going to color it up right now because I am so excited to see all 36 colors in a chart like this. Of how I want to see how pretty is it? How do the colors look together? This is really exciting. So let's get swatching and let's put this chart together. So while you're watching me swatch these 36 beautiful pencils, let's talk some more about Holbein pencils in general and what I've been learning about them. First off, one thing that I love about it is that they are made in Japan, and Japan is really well known for their beautiful stationery products. And Holbein does not disappoint, so I love that they're coming in from Japan and that they're a high quality pencil. And now, speaking of quality, the Holbein pencils have been tested for light fast and they are being scored on a star system. So the 3-star is their very best light fast pencils. That means they're not going to fade when you put it up on your fridge to enjoy your beautiful coloring. Out of the 150 pencils, there are 76 that score the high 3-star. So that's more than half of their pencils are 3-star.
Oh, nice.
Which I think is really cool. The grays, I was surprised, only scored 2 stars. I just thought that was odd. Anyway, also what we discovered in these sets is that they have 6 metallics and they're not that super shiny. There's one that is really beautiful and shiny and the rest are a little disappointing. But they do have 6 neon or fluorescent or what they're calling luminous pencils, and they are shiny and beautiful, and I highly recommend you try working them in as a base layer underneath your more deep, interesting colors. It will give them a real glowy effect. It's really fun to color that way. In the set you get 12 grays, a set of cool and a set of warm, and they are beautiful. You also get 2 blacks, one that's a little warmer and one that's a little cooler. And you get 2 white pencils. One of them is just a good standard white pencil, but the other is one of the best white color pencils that we've ever tried. It's called the soft white. So that's pretty cool. You get both whites. If you want to know more about our white color pencils and what we like and don't like in a white color pencil, there's a whole video dedicated to that you can check out. There's also on their website technical information for every pencil, including the pigments that they use in the pencils. So I'll put a link to that techie page if you really want to geek out and nerd out on these pencils and check that out. Like I said, these pencils sharpen well, they hold a point for a long time, they blend beautifully. As you can see on this swatch chart, they are a joy to work with. Now, as I'm working on this chart, I bet you're asking yourself, how can you get it? Now, I got it as an early release, and we haven't officially released this chart yet. So, Steve, will you tell them what to watch for and how to get this chart?
You bet. This chart is part of our Holbein Tritone Workbook. Now, this is something that you can get in digital or print format when we release it. And be sure to become at least a free member over on coloringbliss.com, because that will put you on our email list. And I will send out an email when the Tritone Workbook is released. We'll probably also do a video or something like that.
So I'm so excited because I'm becoming a Holbein girl. I really want one of you to have the experience of the full set of Holbein pencils. So we have a very big giveaway. This giveaway is worth $356. Now, here at Coloring Bliss, this is our own money we invested in this giveaway for you, and we want to make sure that all of you have a chance to enter for this prize, which is 2 parts. We're going to give away the full set of Holbein color pencils. Look at it, all in plastic, waiting for one of you. And to go along with it, we're going to include the Tritone worksheet book, which includes that swatch chart that you just saw me fill out. Now, this one is for the Tombow dual brush pens, so it'll say Holbein Artists Colored Pencils right here instead. But it gives you tons of resources, swatch charts, color scheme selector to help you pick from hundreds of color schemes when you sit down to do your coloring. So we'll include this book for you with the prize. So that's a prize package worth $356. So let me give you the details. The giveaway starts today, May 3rd, 2023. We have 3 weeks for you to get your entries in. There's a link in the video description that takes you over to our website where there are lots of different ways to enter. And basically it's going to give you a taste of Coloring Bliss. Lots of things. You get to see our Facebook page, our Instagram. There's lots of different ways to enter, and it just kind of takes you on a tour of Coloring Bliss while you're getting your entries all plugged in. Thank you, Steve, for putting that giveaway together for us.
You bet.
Now, the end date for this giveaway is May 24th, and we'll be announcing the winner on May 25th via email. And this is really important. So, scam alert, because I don't want any of you to lose any money and get scammed. This has happened before on our YouTube channel when we do a big giveaway. They get into our comments and they claim that you have won. So let me tell you what to look for. It's two main things. First, we will never ask for any money from you so that you can receive your prize. That's how these scams work. They say you are the winner and we want you to help us get this prize to you. It's only going to cost $80 for shipping, so send us $80 and you can have your prize. No. Here at Coloring Bliss, when we do a giveaway, we pay for shipping, the whole thing. So if they ask for money from you, that's a scam. The second thing to look for is that we won't announce the winner in the comments on YouTube or any other way except 1, via email, or 2, on the actual giveaway page. That's where the winner will be announced, and it will be announced on May 25th, no sooner, no later. So if it's being announced to you that you're the winner and it's not that day, then that's a scam. I'm sorry. Hopefully they won't get into our comments this time and we won't have any scams, but if we do, now you're informed and you won't get caught. So good luck everyone with this giveaway. I hope you enjoyed listening to my video here all about my feelings about the Holbein. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Good luck everyone with the giveaway. Bye-bye. She's upstaging me again. Now that she's organized, I can show you the tritone chart.